Welcome to class this month. High five for all.
Welcome to OnlinePilatesClasses.com, the most supportive Pilates-loving community across the globe. Enjoy new weekly classes from our amazing teachers. Download the OnlinePilatesClasses.com app today.
Okay, well, it's really about the spine shapes. There are 5 of them, and it's nice to explore what those are so that you can kind of see how you start in one spine shape, you end up in another spine shape, or sometimes you keep a spine shape the whole time. The more spine shapes there are in an exercise, the more complicated or advanced, in air quotes, the exercise would be. Also, if the spine shapes go upside down, that's going to make it more complicated, right? So we will start off warming ourselves up. One of the spine shapes that's a little bit more you want to be more warmed up for was going to be extension and a twist. Though those two you're going to really want. So you'll notice we don't do a lot of twisting if you look at the mat order until thaw, right? There's crisscross, but it's kind of nice and gentle, and you're at the end of the ab series, you're really warmed up. And then extension doesn't happen until swan. So it's like, it's literally way more into you're in the middle of the workout when you get that. And that is on purpose. It's not that we don't want to focus on extension, so that when you're facing gravity, your guts don't just hang out in gravity, so they come with you. So just keep those spine shapes in mind. If there's a spine shape that's not right for your body, you're going to leave it out, and you're going to replace it with one that is. Right? Because it is brave and courageous to replace what you can't do yet with what you can. So we'll start with a round and tall spine shape. So we're really looking at the round. The tall will work in a bit, but the round is what is the action in this one. So you start nice and tall, and then you can even use your hands into the springs to kind of like help you feel like you lift up, and then round back. Notice if you were able to go through your back, or if you skipped a spot. My lower back, I definitely skipped. And again, round back, pulling the waist back, pulling the lower back to the mat. Oh, there we go. Sometimes you're not going to get it on the first one, you're just not, especially if you're not warmed up, and I'm not. And again, so we round through, and it's not a lowercase c, it is a capital C. Well, it's not even a capital C, it is the longest round shape you could ever make. So how do you know if you're doing that? So if I were to be there and put my finger on the crown of your head, and you were to lift up into the finger, right into my finger, that's what Clara Pilates would do. She push into your head, and you lift up into it, and then you stay lifting up into it as you round back. Boom. That is how you stay the longest round shape. Let's do one more. By the way, you could do more if you want. All right, now round to your sticky spot. So for a lot of us, that's going to be our lower back. And then you're going to pulse. So I'm reaching my feet into the pulse, and I'm pulsing, pulling my waist back as I round forward. Pull the waist back, as I round forward. Oh, little pulses. So these springs are trying to pull me up, and my stomach is pulling away, and that's going to help me stretch through the backside of the body. Nice, long, round spine. All right, now this time round back. You're not hanging in your round shape. You're in your round shape, and you're going to pull your elbows wide. So a lot of times when we pull our elbows wide, we tend to flatten our back out, like we're trying to meet our chest to the bar. Nope, pull the bar to your chest and your waist back for 3 and 2 and 1. And roll it up. Whew. Awesome. Now we're going to do a side bend. So you're going to go round back, one hand in the middle of the bar, one arm around your waist. Get all the way down so you find a nice tall back to start from. Take your arm overhead and slide into your side bend, and then the leg slides over. So a lot of times people shortchange that, and we kind of like roll partway down, and we start to side bend right away. And then we don't find the tall back first here. So unside bend, unbend, and then roll up. Switch your hands and round back, and take the arm overhead and the leg across. Pull the waist back. Take the leg back to the bar, the arm around your waist, and round it up. We'll do one more time each side. So you go from the round, find the tall, to a side bend, to a tall, and to a round. And the more you use your legs, notice how it makes it even more possible. Awesome. Okay. So now let's kind of get in, let's get some more tall back in. Okay. So take your right spring, put it on your left foot, and put your arms up on the vertical pulse, hands higher than the elbow. I see a lot of this. No. Get your hands higher than your elbow. If you want it to be harder, make your arms straighter. The right foot is bent on the mat and push the leg out and in. Single leg spring, so the spring from across. If you've got knee or hip issues, you could use the right spring on the right leg. All right, and so we're just going out and in. And so as you bend this knee in, you're practicing not curling that pelvis off the mat, right? So you're in control of how much your knee comes in so that this tall back doesn't become a round back unless we want it to. Then push the leg out there, go down and up. And as that leg goes down and up, it's easy for the pelvis to tip, right? Or for this leg to pull too high. You only go as high as you can stand in the spring. Awesome. Then we're going to stay down, bend the leg, do a little bicycle, pick that shape up, push the foot down, slide it out, and lift it up. And again, press it down, drag it in, pick it up, put the foot down, slide it out, and lift. Again, down, drag it in, lift, push it down, slide it out, lift. Slide the bottom leg out, and then we'll do some circles. Now, if you are not warmed up enough yet, you'll stay with the tall back, just circling the leg across the body out around to the side. If you're ready for a little more, you're feeling juicy, you lift the hip up. That puts you in a twist. The leg comes down, the hip comes down, so you're on a tall back now. Take the leg up to the sky, twist, and then tall back as the leg comes around. Twist, and tall back, and twist, and tall. One more time this direction. And then we reverse, open out to the side and twist and around. And again, twist and around and twist and around. Boom, way to go. Switch your legs. So we place the foot down, hands on the bar as we go out and in. So again, you're working for the spring from across if you can. If that's not ideal for your body, it's totally fine. It's so, so important that you know that every exercise we choose for you is ideal for someone, but that might not be you, right? And then go down and up. And you might feel something different from side to side, but we all can from time to time. And then we go into a bicycle, slide it in, pick it up, push it down, and slide it out. Slide it down, drag it in, pick it up, push it down, slide it out, and again. And then take the leg out, and if you twist on the first side, you'll twist on the second side. If you did a tall back on the first side, you'll repeat that. Neither is better. I mean, unless it's better for you, right? The best choice is the one that is best for you. And we're not in competition. We're not trying to look like each other. We all have our version of 5 spine shapes, right? Some people have fusions, and so their spine shape is just the longest tall shape. The round shape is just that. But they're thinking about being round on the inside. Okay, so let those go. We're going to let your legs take a moment. You're going to do your arm spring. So I really want to take some time with the tall back on the Cadillac because one, the Cadillac is so good at teaching it. We have this great feedback. And two, every spine shape comes from a tall back. You get the best tall, longest round shape from a tall back, the best extension from it, the best side bend. So juice this out, okay? Squeeze the feet and knees together. Knees are bent. Reach your arms up to the sky. Push your arms down. Pull your collarbones wide and lift it up. And what I want you to notice is when the arms come down, do your ribs or shoulders come up? If the ribs come up, you're going into extension. If the shoulders come up, you're going into a fake flexion. So pull those low ribs into the mat as you lower and lift your arms. And then holding the arms down, you can draw some circles. And then reverse. Awesome. Then we're going to bend those elbows. I like to slide back just a teeny bit for myself for this, just to get myself so I can get my elbows down and my shoulders wide, and breathe into the low ribs. Push the arms to straight and bend. 2 more. And then open the arms wide to the side, hug them in,